My name is Alexandra Helming, but I go by Allie, and some people prefer to call me Alex, so really I go by all three names, and I'm sure many others. But my major is in early childhood education, and I originally started school at Ivy Tech, and I attended Evansville campus, the Bloomington campus, but I started out at the Indianapolis campus. That's where I went to right out of high school when I graduated. Um, and now I'm continuing my education with Ball State. So I do all my classes online. I'm currently working with Head Start. I'm an assistant teacher. I've been there for about 2 years. I really do love working with all the families and all of the different types of people I get to meet. It's really fascinating. Um, I currently reside in Jasper, Indiana, and it was where I was born. According to the last census, our population was roughly 15,000. But since then, we've really done a lot of construction. I've noticed a lot more of diversity here. And so I'm going to look forward to the results of the upcoming census. Oh, I forgot to add my minors in there, sorry. For my minors, since I do my class online, they automatically put a special education minor on there. But I've really been looking for other minors. I'm really into a lot of the social sciences, so like sociology. I've been kind of thinking about adding on there. And then I haven't added a Spanish minor onto my degree with Ball State because they don't offer it online. But I am currently taking Spanish classes online from Ivy Tech. And last summer I was really privileged and I had the opportunity to go and study abroad in Costa Rica. And so that was a very eye-opening experience. So I'm kind of looking to add some more minors to my degree, but I just haven't got there yet. As far as my music experience, when I was younger, in elementary school, I took piano lessons and I took voice lessons. I was in a couple of plays through our Actors Community Theater here in Jasper Community Arts Center. And then I also took voice lessons for a little while. Guitar lessons for a little while. But they were through my brother-in-law, and that just kind of fell through. So I didn't really keep up with any of that, which I regret. I really do enjoy music, and I enjoy dancing a lot. It's just really a powerful thing. I hope to learn this class. I hope to have a refresher on notes for sure. I have an acoustic guitar that I like to mess around with, but I know that I shouldn't. It's signed by the Blues Travelers, so I'm kind of looking to get something new, not something expensive, but just something to have fun with and kind of mess around with. So definitely that. Maybe to what I guess the correct term for different types of music, what exactly to call, different bands, how to identify those types of music. That would be something that I think would be really interesting and good to learn. I feel like I don't always use the correct terms for each type of music, like alternative and classic rock, and kind of, how do you determine which each one of those is? I think that would be interesting to learn about. And I think that that's it. Oh, and beside music, maybe how to pronounce your last name correctly, because I saw it and I wasn't sure what the origins of it were or how to pronounce it. So that's why I didn't address you in the beginning of the video. In order, Mac or PC? Well, actually, I bought my first Mac about 2 years ago, roughly. And before that, I always had PCs. So I had a Toshiba before that, and then an HP before that. So really kind of still getting used to the Mac OS platform and everything that I can do with this computer. It's been different. My first concert really should have been this was back, oh man, I was probably in second or third grade. And I grew up with all different kinds of music, all different kinds. My parents were born in the 50s, 53 and 54, and they were 40 when they had me, and before that, they had 4 other children who were over 20 years older than me. So I just really grew up with a wide variety of different genres and music from different decades. So I've kind of grown up with what I feel like is an appreciation for a lot of different music. I'm sorry, I know I went off on the side there. But anyway, my first concert, I remember getting the call. My brother at first invited my older sister to go, but then she talked to him and was like, listen, I really think Allie would like to go to this instead. And so I remember him asking me, hey, would you like to go see the Doors tribute band? And Ray and Robbie and John, I believe, were all supposed to be there. And I mean, it was this really big thing. I was so excited. I cried. I called my dad. I was like, hey, can I go to this with my brother? And he was like, absolutely. But it fell through. The concert was actually canceled, and he had passes. So we were actually going to be able to meet them. So, side note, it was canceled. So my first concert, embarrassingly enough, was actually Nickelback. And I went with one of my friends for her birthday. And I believe I was either in 5th grade or 6th grade. I don't remember. So I saw them with Trapped. And then after that, I'm really not sure what concert I went to after that. I've been to a few music festivals. I went to Bonnaroo twice. I've gone and seen Elton John, Aerosmith. I actually got to see Robbie from The Doors, Robbie Krieger, at Indianapolis, and I got to meet him, which was really, just a super special moment in my life. So yeah, sorry, I know I'm rambling on. So as far as genres of music, I could really listen to anything. I don't prefer country. There are some country songs that I like, and I could go with older country, like Johnny Cash. But as far as like pop country or like, I guess Toby Keith, people like that, I just don't really get into it. I prefer, bands like, I guess, right now I'm listening to Alt J. I listen to Tame Impala. I still listen to The Doors. I listen to some different kinds of rap. I listen to like Biggie Smalls. Just like a lot of different things. And then let's see, when do I listen to music? So I listen to music on the way to work every morning. That's the first thing I do when I get in the car is I plug up my phone, plug in my aux cord, and start listening to something. And then obviously in the classroom we listen to music, and I try to introduce them to different things. So sometimes I know that they want to hear the Kids Bop stuff because they really like the new hits, so we'll do that. I do some Disney soundtrack stuff, but not necessarily new Disney, old Disney too, or older Disney. I do like Sleeping Beauty stuff, Cinderella, Snow White, and then I go, Lion King, 101 Dalmatians, The Little Mermaid. But then I also play oldies. I guess I'm not sure if I'm using the correct genre term there. But we do some Beatles. We'll do, let's see, the Archies. I'm trying to think of who else they really like to listen to. They like the Monkees a lot, so just different things I try to introduce them to. And side note on that too, I do like Spanish music, so things like cumbia, and I really like cumbia music as well. Super organized, procrastinator, or other. I'd say it just kind of depends on what I'm doing or what the activity is. I'd say I'm probably pretty messy as a person. If you see my desk at work, it's always a mess. I guess it's my organized mess. I always know where everything is. And I can put things off, but certain things I can get done on time. So I think it really just depends on what it is. So my question for you is, what made you love music? And also, what is your doctorate in exactly? What are you a doctor of? And also, is there anything you do besides teach at Ball State? Or is there anything that you've done that you're extremely proud of? I work with a lady, she is a cello player. She grew up in Colombia, and she wrote a book for children my first cello book, I believe it was. So I don't know if there's anything else or any accomplishments that you're really proud of. So I'm looking forward to the class and learning my notes over again and seeing what else there is to learn. Thanks.